Welcome back to Chapter 3 trailer for the MLP Zebra That Was Corrupted story. Without further ado, let's get right on into this. As Z had just woken up after Toxin had pushed him down into the cave, as the cave had collapsed, leaving him trapped down there. With no other option, he thinks, why did he do that? Then he tries to think back to when he got pushed down. He didn't hear everything Toxin said, but it sounded like he said something under his breath. There, we're even. I think he said that. As he gets up, as he notices his spear right next to him, as he grabs it, before putting it in his bag. As he looks around, wow, this place looks old. I'm gonna have to continue moving forward. As he had moved throughout the cave, where it would be hours, where Z had not gotten any sleep. As he's moving forward, as this is where we go to the first trailer, and if you've not watched that, I recommend watching that because that is the remainder of the next few minutes of this. So, we see a zebra in a cloak, in a cave with broken walls and a pool of radiation, with broken pipes on the ceiling, with scattered barrels around. His face comes into view. He looks around the room. Rapidly, we can see the worry on his face. You can tell he has a long journey, with bags under his eyes, as he hears a scattering noise. Above him, a giant cockroach is above him. On the pipes, he looks up and as it jumps at him, he quickly pulls a stone spear out from under his cloak and holds the cockroach back. He quickly pushes it back as it is sent back to the wall and falls on some barrels. He sees that they were some explosive barrels and quickly starts running. The cockroach sees that he is running away and steps on one of the broken barrels. It looks down and sees the flames on the barrel. Of the barrels reach the radiation. He runs with all his strength. He then quickly turns the corner, flames covering the entire hallway. Even going around the corner, he then grabs a big sheet metal to protect himself. He used the sheet metal to tank the explosion. His hooves got a little burnt. He squinces from the pain as the hot sheet metal. As he puts the sheet metal down, he sees the cockroach all burned standing there. As it falls forward, he quickly stabs it in the head using his spear to make sure it's dead. Then he laid himself against the wall. He sets the spear down, then reaches into his bag. He pulls out bandages and wraps it around his burnt hooves. He then starts to, struggling to stay awake. He then gets a vision of someone. He quickly gets up, grabs his spear, and starts walking, as he then just falls to the floor. We go back a few months ago. As he had just woken up after being unconscious, as he was leaning against the wall, exhausted. As he gets up, as he hears voices. Hey, this way. I see some tracks. As Z realizes, did the raiders find the way in here? As he would then start running. As he would come across an old desert-like room. As he'd walk in, as he would step on a pressure plate, as then several arrows would came flying right in front of his face. That was close. As then the voices kept getting louder. Hey, I heard something this way, this way. As Z would close his eyes before just galloping across. As he looks back, as luckily he had not stepped on a single pressure plate or triggered a trap. As he sighs, whew. As he's about to step through the doorway, he presses on pressure plate. Oh no. As one of the raiders had found him. Hey, he's over here! As then, suddenly, Z turns back to the doorway as he sees a massive boulder. As he quickly jumps to the side of the wall as the boulder comes rolling through, as the raiders like, run! As then they would just scurry away down the hallway while they're being chased by a boulder. I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you, Trap. As Z would make his way into there, as he would see a bit of a dark light up ahead, as he would make his way towards seemingly an old room. And that is the end of the trailer. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. This is the MLP Zebra That Was Corrupted story.